Hello, it's Aerith Silence Silverwolf here of Love and Above, and I am here to give you your card reading for the week commencing the 14th of March. Today I am using the Magical Unicorns deck. Oh, let me see if you can see the unicorn now. Let me just show you the book. It's by Doreen Virtue, this deck. I do still use, I know that Doreen Virtue is no longer working in the New Age sector, but I do still use some of the cards because they do resonate with me. This was her first children's deck, even though it is a children's deck. It was more easily for children to understand. It doesn't mean that it's got a childlike understanding to this. I love unicorns, I will not lie, and I love the energy of the unicorn in particular. When I meditate and uh, I, I I meet my unicorn, which is called Hazel. Hazel is my unicorn. I also I also my unicorn guide. There's where I'm going. My unicorn guide Hazel also helps me when I'm practicing Reiki as well. So, and Reiki was the first time that I met Hazel as well. So I have a bit of an affinity to unicorns, and they have this energy that is pure, unconditional love, much higher than what most people can attain on this earth plane. So anyway, let me give you your reading. So for Monday, I have got share. So the energy that's coming off this card in particular is share what it is that you have. To be, it doesn't need to be a physical share. It doesn't mean share your sandwich. It can do if you want to. If you don't like your crusts and there's robins about, feel free to feed the robins. It could mean for you that might be the nudge that this is how you're going to share. For others, it could be share your knowledge. What is it that you know that might help someone else? It's not about forcing that knowledge on someone. It's not about sitting next to somebody in the bus and go, oh, by the way, did you know? And you tell them something specific that you know. It could be that you're in a work situation where some knowledge that you have of a client may actually help somebody else with a problem that they have. Looking for a solution. It might be that just share. This is the word. This is the energy of the day for Monday is sharing. Share, share, share. When you feel that nudge, you will know it, and you will know that is the time to share whatever it is that you need to share. Okay, Tuesday, let's see what we've got. Oh, lovely. Healer. Now, there's two meanings for this. It could mean that you need to either go to a healer in whatever way that you understand healing, or it could mean that you are to share your healing. Back to that word, share again. You're to share your healing with someone else. So, for example, if you were to go to a healer, but a lot of people are thinking, oh, this new age, it's not that. It doesn't need to be spiritual healing. It could be something as simple as a chiropractor. It could be just getting a massage, because that is maintaining the physical well-being. It could, it doesn't need to be, just because the word healers come out, it doesn't need to be anything spiritual. It can be on the physical plane. I see someone to get a myofascial fascia massage on a monthly basis, because that keeps my neck and my back in alignment, because I have some problems with I have a little injury in my neck. I also for many years throughout my life had a hunch in my back. Then when she started and we managed to get the hunch out of my back, found out I had a hunch in my neck. I mean, who knew you could even get a hunch in your neck? But I had one, and this is what we work in. We work on. So I find it so beneficial. I can stand up tall. I can put my shoulders back that I've never been able to do for most of my life. And I found this out about 4 years ago, that just by going along to her, I call her a healer, even though it's all on the physical plane. So maybe the nudge is that you are to go to someone for healing. Equally, it could be that you help somebody with their healing. And again, it doesn't need to be, you do not need to be a practitioner at all to help someone with healing, because sometimes all people need is someone who's willing to listen, and you're helping their emotional well-being just by listening, just by being that caring person that has no other agenda than just willing to listen to them. And you are being a healer purely by that, purely by loving them enough so that they can be heard. Whatever version of healer it is for you on Tuesday, go with it. Let's look for Wednesday, see what we've got. Okay, we have imagine. Now, word imagine. What is it? There's I'm being reminded. I go with whatever my guides are saying and my intuition is drawing me to. So, and this one is quite interesting. It's a lot of David Hamilton's work, Dr. David Hamilton. He manages to show how he bridges the gap between science and what happens with things like Reiki, with meditation, and how it actually physically, scientifically works within the body. Now he manages to prove that your mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is not real. So a lot of people have managed to heal themselves purely by their imagination, purely by visualizing that there is a difference within their body. I do it myself. I have been off immunosuppressants now for a number of years, purely because he explained this technique and I followed it, and I have never needed to take immunosuppressants since. Equally, the consultants think that that they've misdiagnosed me. It's not that I'd never had this autoimmune illness. It's just maybe it was there for, it's the body has naturally healed itself. They call it a miracle. I call it the visualization. So I just imagined, I visualized my body healing itself with a specific problem that it was having. It pushed T cells through my skin. That's the basics of it. So I visualized that these cells were going around my body, around my bloodstream, and they did not leave. They went back to how they were working normally and not through the skin. And I have never had a problem since. I was hospitalized. I nearly died from this autoimmune illness. But now I don't have no symptoms of it. It's absolutely amazing. So this is saying, imagine, what is it that you that you want? You can, for me, it was visualizing my own health, my own well-being. I must admit, I'm an extreme case where I've never needed to go back on tablets, but I do this. It's like a daily prescription I give myself. So this is saying, imagine, what is it that you want in life? It doesn't need to be just healing. What is it that you want in life? Imagine how you would get there and what you needed to do to get there. And then you've got a bit of a basis of what you need to do. So this is what Wednesday is all about. It is all about imagining, all about using your mind, because your mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is not. Okay, let's go to Thursday, and we have Teamwork. I love a bit of teamwork. I won't lie. I love it when people can all come together for a common reason, a common purpose, and we achieve what we want to achieve because everybody has contributed to it. Now, that can mean anything, anywhere. It could be that it doesn't even need to be your own objective. It doesn't even need to be a team objective. For example, my 3-year-old niece, she is, she's developmentally learning at the moment. 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, they do this. They're trying to understand how things work. So when there is a little win, it feels great that you've managed to help out. Like, she feels as if she's part of it as well because she's helped to do this. So we have been making recently. We've been growing plants, and admittedly, after half an hour, she was quite disappointed that the plant hadn't grown yet. I won't lie. She was quite disappointed in that. And even a couple of hours later, she was still disappointed. There was no shoots. Took a number of weeks. And she was absolutely ecstatic. But part of that is the teamwork. I did a lot of the work for that. But she did a lot of the work as well. And she feels that she's on top of that. So it doesn't need to be... I'm trying to say it doesn't... We talk about the teamwork, and a lot of us think about we're actually at our places of work and we're working as a team for an end goal. It doesn't need to be that at all. It could be I've seen this, and I've seen many YouTube videos where particularly one that sticks in mind is a dog that got stuck in this river. It was fast flowing water. It was like it knew if it moved it would not be able to at all get out. So these teenage boys, I know that teenagers get a bad rap, but these teenage boys were amazing. One of them came down into the river, took this dog to the side of the river. Then he had to get up a concrete banking with the dog, and it didn't work. He even tried to throw the dog up, not badly, just like hand on the collar, hand on the back, tried to push the dog up, and he could not get this dog up either. So what the friends did was that then one of them jumped over the railing, put their hand down to their friend, and they couldn't reach. So another one jumped over, and they did exactly the same. And it was like this human centipede of them holding hands, trying to help their friend bring the dog back out again. And they did, as a team, they did. There was no collective here. There was no, oh boys, you must work as a team. They automatically did it. Teamwork to be able to save this dog. I am pleased to tell you, at the end of the video, the dog was saved, the dog was out. I don't even know if there was an owner or not, but somebody from the other side of the river had taken a video of this, and it's this most amazing video where they just came together to save this animal. That was teamwork. That was helping out their fellow animal as well. It wasn't even a human, which is absolutely amazing. So teamwork doesn't need to be what happens at a place of work. It can mean anything, anywhere. So Thursday, that's your nudge. Teamwork. You want to achieve something, maybe not. Maybe you're helping somebody achieve something. Their objective, teamwork. That is what Thursday is all about. So let's check out Friday. Worth waiting for. So waiting for something can be difficult. Sometimes I have a lot of patience, and sometimes it can be really difficult to have some sort of patience. But this card is really saying it's worth waiting for if it's going to be, if you're waiting for results. And when I say results, maybe on physical fitness side of things, it's worth waiting for. Maybe you're not seeing it immediately, but it's worth waiting for. Maybe you've just changed your diet and you're still trying to look for those results, but those results are worth waiting for. It's not going to happen overnight. The example I just gave with my niece about growing plants, it's worth waiting for, because as soon as those seedlings started to come through, she was the happiest little girl ever. She comes to my house, she waters them every time she's there, she sees them growing, she is so pleased. It's worth waiting for. The work that you put in, the results may not come immediately, but Friday is saying it's just that reminder. It is worth waiting for. It's absolutely worth waiting for. Saturday, let's see what's going on Saturday. Family culture. Oop, nearly threw my card away. This is about Friday. No, we're on Saturday. Having a family culture. It doesn't necessarily mean spend time with your family, but if you feel that's what the nudge is for you, go for it. That's absolutely cool. Family culture, this could be about learning about your own family culture. This could be learning, maybe it's about your ancestors. I know for a fact that I have Native American ancestry within me, and so for me, I could learn a bit more about my Native American ancestry. You know, you might have, I know that I have a lot of family that late 1800s, early 1900s, they moved to Australia, they moved to America, they moved to Canada, they moved to different countries. I even know that one of my, I believe it's my great, maybe third great grandparent was Russian. And, you know, perhaps learning about the Russian culture back in that day, in that time, to find out more about my ancestry, you know, learning about, you know, why there's certain, you know, why I practice certain things, you know, or maybe as a family, why you practice certain things. I just think, so Saturday could be absolutely fascinating with what you learn. Whatever you learn, let me know. That would be great. I love that sort of thing, finding out, like, you know, traditions, of you know, many ancestors ago. So Sunday, let's have a look for Sunday. Hello and goodbye. This can be many things. This can mean that you know, maybe it's that you want to touch base with a friend. Maybe it's just a quick hello, goodbye. Maybe you are wanting to say hello and goodbye to something. Maybe you want to recognize something that you're releasing. So you're wanting to say goodbye to something, but at the same time you want to say hello to something more positive. So perhaps you know, you've got a new food plan for yourself, and perhaps it's, you know, goodbye to some food that you do not want to eat anymore, and hello to some more new healthier food that you could get excited over, that's going to help you completely. So there we go. Though that is your card reading for next week, and I will see you next Monday. Keep rocking your awesomeness. Bye.